What's up, everybody? You're watching Joe Box TV, bringing you my post-fight review for the Dan Garcia-Sean Porter fight. Wow, congratulations to Sean Porter, a unanimous decision victory. The one scorecard of 116 to 112 I thought was too wide, but it is what it is. I mean, I don't see how you could only give Garcia 4 rounds. I actually had the fight a draw, 114-114. Nevertheless, a great performance by Sean Porter for the victory. Great performance by both fighters. Ultimately, it depended on how you score a fight, really. Do you favor quantity or quality? Do you favor high activity, work rate, or do you favor clean, effective punching? I was pretty much split. Like I said, I did have the fight a draw. Here's how I saw the fight playing out. First 3 rounds, I gave all the first 3 rounds to Dan Garcia. I thought he controlled the tempo, was relaxed, landed some great counter punches, and those left hooks were landed repeatedly on Porter. Porter hadn't yet took the fight to the inside. He was actually circling and boxing from the outside, and he was getting outboxed by Dan Garcia. So I gave all the first 3 rounds to Garcia. Round 4 is when the tide turned. Suddenly Porter got inside, shifted the momentum, and made it ugly. Did whatever he had to do. He landed some nice body shots, great body attack throughout the fight. And he is also effective with some right hands over the top, the clubbing overhand rights. So, like I said, I gave Garcia the first 3 rounds, and I gave Sean Porter rounds 4 through 8. I thought he swept those rounds, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, just with work rate. And even though Garcia was timing him on occasion, it was mostly one punch at a time, and Porter would answer right back. And it seemed, at least to a certain degree in the middle rounds, that Porter wanted it more. And that ultimately was what was the reason I predicted Porter to win. I said majority decision, and on fight night, the activity was just a little bit too much in a lot of those middle rounds. So at this point, Garcia needs to make a change, and he does. Rounds 9 and 10, I gave both of those rounds to Dan Garcia. That was where Porter's attacks started to become just a little bit reckless. He started swinging with like wide haymakers on the inside and wasn't really effective with them. And Garcia was methodically picking his spots. So I gave both rounds 9 and 10 to Dan Garcia. So on my scorecard after 10 rounds, I had it even, 95-95. When the championship rounds came, rounds 11 and 12, I thought those were split as well. I gave round 11 to Sean Porter and round 12 to Dan Garcia. So, like I said, volume punching versus quality punching and effective counters. I can't argue one bit with the 115, 113 for Porter. I can easily see that. Like I said, I take issue with the 116, 112. But congratulations to Sean Porter. And this really was a crossroads fight, which means not only does he have the WBC welterweight title, but he'll probably get a unification bout against one of the other welterweight title holders, whether that's Errol Spence, Terrence Crawford, or Manny Pacquiao. It looks like a fight with Errol Spence might just happen. I mean, Spence confronted him in the post-fight interview, and Porter, it sounded like he was down for it. He accepted the challenge, so hopefully we get to see that fight. As for Danny Garcia, he's still a very, very marketable fighter, and is still pretty much an elite welterweight, I'd say. So, let me know what you thought in the comments down below. How did you score it? Until next time, Joe Box TV.